So as we discussed, a person who doesn't have the local laptop in order to create a virtual machines for Docker and Kubernetes cluster to form. So the best way is to use the GCP account where they provide you the free trial for 3 months. So the validity is for 3 months, so 90 days, and they will give you the credit of 22,000. So whichever completes first, so your account will get expired. So you'll get intimated. It is not like other cloud providers where you will get auto detected or something like that. So you can provide either credit card details or the debit card details. Okay. So let me show you one of them. So what I will do is nothing but, so I created a Gmail account. So you can see here. So there is one Gmail account which I have created. So using that, once I logged in, so I'll be using a URL called cloud.console.cloud.google.com. Okay. So let us go to that particular page. I think I need to switch my account once again since it is going to the default account. So go back to this. Yeah. So it's getting loaded. So initially it's the same. It will ask you like welcome, your name, and then it will ask you which country you are, and we are accepting the terms and conditions, right? So let's agree and continue. Yeah, you can see here on the top page, your free trial is waiting active now to get this credit to explore the Google Cloud products. Okay, so let's say active. So it is asking you again to accept the terms and conditions. So you are continuing with this. And here I need to give my contact number. Okay. So here what we can do is nothing but I will give you my contact number. So like I can just pause the video. Okay. So for this. So I've given my, so once I gave my mobile number, which is registered to this particular Gmail, so I got a verification code. It starts with G hyphen some number. So you just need to give that. Okay. So account type, what is that? Is it for business or individual? So it is individual, obviously. So here one thing is nothing but I need to give my payment details. Either you can give the card details like credit card or a debit card. Okay, so I'll be giving my debit card details. So for that, I'll be pausing this video and then we will continue from there. Okay, once again. Details above. So the tax information is not entered here. Just you can click on start my free trial. So it is asking for the CVV. So what I can do is like again I have to pause. There is no other. Now once I give my CVV, so you can see here continue. So I will get some OTP and all. So I need to just wait. So let me pause. And it's going on. So let's wait. Yeah. So here it is asking you the description, the organization you need and all. So this one actually you can close it. It's not mandatory that you have to give these details. So what I can do, let's see. Okay. So small company, startup, or like you can say personal project. So you can give the personal project. Okay. And like find a solution. See what brought you to the Google account and all. So like you can say like whatever you want, you can select. Okay, specific products and all and all. So you can just give it. Okay, and virtual machine. So that is your intention, and you can say storage and backup and containerization. So that is your intention to use this particular. You're just giving the details. It's not mandatory. Actually, you can just close this. Okay, I'm just giving some. And spending some time to give these details. So engineering and developer. So then done. So they will come to know this is only just information. So why you are trying to use this account? So that is just to know that the reason behind this. Okay, you can see my account was created successful and all. So now what I can do, I can switch to my project. Okay, so this is my project which I am using right now. Okay, so what I need to do. So first you have to go to the compute engine. That is the first point where you will be trying to create a virtual machines in this. Let me try. Let me do a retry. What happened exactly? Um, Let me pause and do a resume again. Here it is getting initialized. You can see here initializing compute engine for the project environment base, and this is how it is trying to do. So let us wait until this project. See, the project was created and it is getting initialized. So we have to wait for some time until this got initialized. So let me pause the video until that is done. Successful. Okay, initialization is successful. So let's go back to compute, which is called as compute engine. Okay, if you want to use GKS, you can see here there is an option. You can go to this a particular option called under compute engine. You can see Kubernetes engine. Okay, so we are not going to see that. You can see now this page was loaded successfully, and this is how. So once this account was created, right? So let me show you one example which is related to us, which you are trying to create a Docker engine instance and Kubernetes instance. So you'll be following the same instance types. Okay. So for that, I will create a general video which talks about it so that it will cover all the necessary things for you. So from here on, you can practice. No need of my guidance all the time to create a virtual machines on this particular GCP account. Okay. So create instance. So once you click on that, it will be going to the next page. So it will ask you the instance name. Let's say Docker hyphen engine. Okay. For my, if you want, you can assign a label. It's not mandatory. You can see your brackets over there. It's an option. Okay. Let's say I'll add some label like name. Okay. Only small names are accepted. So let's say Docker hyphen engine. Okay. So just save. And once that is done, I'll be not too bothered about this region and zone. Region is something where, let's say, your Mumbai is region. Okay, so let's say your Maharashtra is, let's say, for example, I'm saying according to that. Okay, so let's say Maharashtra is a state, right? If you correlate it to that in cloud, it is called as region. Okay, so in that region, Maharashtra, like Maharashtra region, we can have multiple zones. In the sense, Pune, Mumbai, and we can have what do we say, other places, right? Other small districts. Okay, so that is called as zone. So here we have different regions. You can see here. The always the best practices in production servers. I'm saying whether it is a customer related, you have to select the zone region based on the customer's availability. So customers where they are located, how they are accessing it, from there where they are accessing it, nearby data center you have to select. Okay, it's actually a data center. Okay, so I will be allowing default. I don't want. I'm not too bothered about this. What should be the location and all. I'm not bothered, right? So I'm not just running some major applications. So here, machine family. So I'll be selecting a general purpose, and here you can see in general purpose EC2 E2 series. You are getting two vCPUs and 4 GB. This is enough actually to practice the Docker. So anyway, it's free, right? So I can go for, yeah, this one, E2 standard 2, which is a standard one, where we can use two vCPUs and 8 GB of RAM. So that will be sufficient for me to practice everything. Okay, these details are not needed for us. Just I have to change the operating system type. So which I want to use Ubuntu. Okay, so we have to select the DB Ubuntu, and then you have to select 20.04 LTS version. And what should be the disk size? So I will be allocating 50 GB. So I guess this is enough actually. Okay, so select and then allow default access, or you can allow full access of the cloud APIs. Default access in the sense to this particular instance. Okay, so this is enough for me. Right now we are allowing all the firewalls. So technically we are allowing all the firewalls, but we should not supposed to do this. Okay, but anyway, for our practice purpose, this is fine for us. If you want to secure this, you have to use a proper security groups and all. Okay, you can go to the security and you can give like SSH access, networking and all. So which kind of host you want, what should be the networking. So default network it will use this particular network series in order to allocate the IP address to your virtual machine. Okay, so I am not bothered about this right now. So let's go back. Hello. So select these two options. That is fine. And let's scroll down and then create. Simple. So now this instance will get created. Let's see. Let's wait. So I'm hiding this particular panel. So this instance is getting created. Let's wait. Yeah. Now you can see you got a private IP address and public IP address, right? So in order to communicate to this particular instance from outside, you have to use this. And in order to communicate internally, we use this particular IP address. Okay. So now if I want to connect to this particular instance right now, I can open in the browser actually. So that is the best practice to use. Or else if you want to connect to PuTTY or something like that, you can go to view GCP account. So if you have a GC Cloud CLI, you can use this particular command. And let's say you're using another SSH client, so then you can load for that and you can use, like, it will just browse. You need to use your private key. Okay, so since I have not used any private key or I have not downloaded it, so I'm not bothered about this right now, because always I used to open in the browser. So open in a window, you can see this particular, so you're in the browser itself, it is trying to do an SSH connection to your instance, okay, with that particular public IP. Okay, so let us use that. I don't want to open putty, run this command and all. I'm not bothered about that. Right? So now we can say it connected. If you directly use this sudo space -i, and then you are shifted to the root user successfully. And always we need to run update command first for the Ubuntu operating system in order to update your apt repository. And then what we used to do, apt dist upgrade, that is what we used to do, right? So let's continue. Done successfully. So nothing much to do. If you look at the kernel version, what it is using, latest version, that's fine for me. And what I need to do. So on this, I need to install Docker, right? So let's follow the steps. Docker install. Okay. So Docker engine, that too it is enterprise edition. Let's verify whether we have this old packages of Docker or not. Okay. And, we don't have anything, but still let us verify whether this file is there or not. We don't have this, so we are good. So we don't have any old version of Docker right now. So let's scroll down, and we already ran the update command, so we need to run again. Okay, so let's continue. These are the minimum packages which are needed for us to go forward. Okay, if I need to execute curl command, I need a curl package. If I need to do other tasks, I need to see for G. So for executing this gpg command, I need this particular package. Okay, so these are like packages which are needed for us to execute other commands. So let's copy. So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to download the ZPC key from the repository, so that this key will be used in order to communicate to the repository later on to download the packages from the Docker repository. Okay. So this is what I'm executing the command to add the repository details into my system. Okay. So that my server will communicate to the Docker repository. Okay. So now what I need to do, scroll down, update it. So as you already know, which I used to tell in the classes, whenever you add a new repository to the Ubuntu server, always you need to run the update command and then this particular command. Okay. So since this particular command has manually entered the details into this particular file, so we need to run the update command. Okay, there are some tools when you run to add a repository. For them, those kind of tools actually you don't need to apt add key something like that, right? So for those kind of tools, actually you don't need to run update command. Automatically it is running the update command, which is inbuilt feature. Since now we have entered manually using echo command to the file and all, right? So obviously you need to run update command. Sorry. I need to run update command first. If not, these packages will not get installed from that particular report. Okay, so this is done, and let's try to install the packages. Go ahead, and it will communicate to the repository, and then it will download. Okay, so once that is done, and we can verify with the Docker space -fn version and see whether the Docker is installed successfully. With this, our demo will kick off. So this is how. See, now for me, it's not need to worry about my base machine and planning to purchase or something, right? So I can use this free account, which is just free of cost. Okay, means they will detect ₹1 and they will give it back to you within 24 hours or 72 hours, and you can use this free account for 3 months. Okay, so now let's verify Docker -. So something happened. Let's stop. Let's wait. I just reconnected again, sudo space -i, and then if I verify Docker -, version, again, maybe some network issue from my end. See this, let me open, disconnect from here, leave the page, and let me try to open the instance once again. I see there is an internet issue. Back. So let's go back to root user and Docker version, right? So you can see successfully your Docker was installed, and this is how it is. So this is the way of creating these instances and all. You can see the private IP address and that. Okay. So if you log into the system, you cannot see this public IP address. It is attached to the instance, not to your. It is not actually inside your instance. Okay. One thing I have to tell you, like if you want to see what are the credits they have given to you, so they will give you, as I told you, 22,000 rupees, right? You can see here, approximately 22, and then 91 days of validity. Okay, so this is how we can use this account. Whichever comes first, so that will get right. And you can see they're asking you to upgrade. It's not that automatically it will get upgraded for you, and that I can promise. Yeah. That's all for today. So thank you guys. So try to practice everything on this GCP account who has doesn't have the service. Okay.